Hey guys, we're back from our break, and we are joined by Blake.
Yo.
Yo, really?
That's it.
But now we're back on the topic of Metal Gear Solid.
Quote from Blake: "He's a cancerous piece of shit." That's Blake in a nutshell. In a cancerous nutshell. That's it. Yeah, that's him.
But
yeah,
but we're gonna get on the.
He's from my podcast. So this is Invasion. This is the Invasion Wacko Zacko podcast takeover.
the takeover. No, but shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. The Metal Gear Solid series is an awesome series made by Hideo Kojima. Now, I've actually gotten a shout out from Python Selkin, which is awesome, guys. You guys are awesome. That and there's been a lot of theories and lore of Metal Gear Solid 5 and what's been going on with Konami and Kojima. And a lot of people are saying fuck Konami, but really me, no, because I think they're still working together. I think this whole breakup bullshit is a ruse. And there's going to be another Metal Gear game. And not to mention, they've actually canceled 2 fan projects already. Metal Gear Remake and Metal Gear Solid Remake. So what do you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know, like, when it comes to, like the whole Kojima and Konami thing, a lot of information did come out, however, about how Konami has some pretty, fucked up, business practices.
Yeah, I mean...
you're saying?
But the source came from an anonymous source, and not to mention it came from IGN, which they don't really do that good on news anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with, I like Kingdom Hearts series.
Yeah.
They get shit wrong about Kingdom Hearts so much, it's not even funny, dude. They even called...
Sorry, I saw Blake was about to say something. We both synchronizingly cut him off.
Sorry, Blake.
No, I was just saying, from what I hear, I can't see from a business standpoint where kicking up a lot of hype about something really bad going on would be beneficial. Because if you think about it in the short term, right, if they are planning to get back together with, Hayanuma and maybe give him a good butt action for some reason, and really service his dong at one point and give him all the money just so that he comes back to do another fucking Metal Gear Solid and make them fortunes. But in the meantime, what they're doing is they're effectively doing the business equivalent of taking your ballsack, covering it in meat and dangling it in front of a lion. You're going to lose a shit ton of very important investments from this loss of a very primary asset in investors, in people buying the games, and various other shit like that.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem worth if it's just a ploy.
Yeah, I have to agree with Blake on that. It's a lot like if the Fine Brothers said that React World was just all of that was just a fake, just for that everyone, to get views and all that. It's like they came out and said, "Hey, remember React World? Well, haha, just kidding. We've got a new service here. We're not going to be taking advantage of people. This was just a troll. That would be the dumbest idea because people will be like, what the fuck? Same thing with Kojima and Konami and all that. It would just be like, what the hell? If this ended up coming out that it's been a big troll and it's just been a big ploy to get them money, to get them views, that would just be the dumbest thing ever. Because I would just, like Blake said, that would just be like dangling your ball sack with meat in front of a lion. Like that's the business equivalent of that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Hideo Kojima has done shit like this before. If you remember the Phantom Pain review, it wasn't a Metal Gear game, and it was made by Moby Dick Studios and all that good shit. And then it came out, oh wait, it's me, Kojima. I'm making Metal Gear, and that's all fucking That's all bullshit trolling I was doing. You know, to me,
But that's
I don't
just
know.
Kojima himself. That's not Konami as an entire company making themselves look like, just absolutely terrible.
Well, like, I've been trying to get IGN to come forth, because when the whole Hideo Kojima thing was going on, they were like, our anonymous source saying this and that they were treating people bad. And I've actually called them out because I'm like, where's your anonymous source now? Why is all the news stopped? You know, and they haven't said a word about it. And not to mention, you know, I told him, what if it's Hideo Kojima himself just kicking up shit like that? Because it's
But
weird.
what if it is true though? Like, what if it is Hideo Kojima saying this, but it's true? That's the thing you have to think about. That all their like really sketchy business practices are legit.
Here's another point, right? And I'm gonna be hated by the internet, but it's nothing fucking new. What if Hideo Kojima is the bad guy in this? Now, I don't want to be the first one to jump on the boat and go, let's protect the businesses, because 9 times out of 10 they're cunts. But straight up, if, like we're saying, he's the one who said this, it's possible that he could be doing all this shit, stirring all this fuss for a pay rise.
Oh, that is a good theory.
Could be.
Makes sense.
Never really thought of that.
Because when you really look at it, like you said, he's got his name on all the boxes, all this shit. He is so engrossed in Metal Gear Solid that when they took him out of it, there was such a huge fuss kicked up. Now, when you've got that much power, if you feel you should be getting paid more, you could probably push for that, strike, and even leave and threaten that kind of shit. Maybe he took the threats one step further, left, and then all this shit started spewing out.
Maybe, man. That is a great theory.
Could be.
Not only
yeah.
that, I have the reinforcement for that. Right? If I'm correct in this, which I think I am, Hideo Kojima left Konami after the guy who did the original Mega Mans.
I forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the guy who made the original like Mega Man series recently made the Mighty Number 9, which is almost out at the moment, right? So it's possible that he looked at that when he's making something that's like it, all his fans are following him, and if I've got more of a following, which I have because I'm Hideo Kojima, I can walk away, make something like Metal Gear Solid with new lore, get paid fortunes for it, or they pay me an arm and a left bollock to come back.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Not to mention his Kojima Productions are still under copyright with Konami. You know, they still own rights to that. So he could be doing something like that. You know, saying, you know, even though you guys own the rights, I'm still taking the company. You know, you guys need to pay me more. Who knows?
Who does know? And that's the problem with these things. Unless you have, like, primary sources, it's also just speculation.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're not going to get a first-party source go, hey, I'm John, I work in HR, and Konami is shit. Because generally, he won't work at Konami very long.
Exactly.
I've seen another podcast where this guy was getting so irate and saying the Metal Gear Solid The Phantom Pain was uncut, and he was like pissed. And he was like, I want my money back. I want my money back from Konami.
Well,
And-
which are we talking about? Are we talking about the one that was just like an hour or half an hour worth of gameplay that was pretty much just a $59.99 demo?
No, the ending that ended abruptly, no chapter 3, and the episode 51 that was cut out.
Oh, yeah, the one... Basically, they cut out, Nico, they cut out, like, a huge chunk of the game, and it felt like a really, you know, weird, okay, doing this, and then suddenly a time skip. That wasn't actually a time skip. That was a chunk of the game they took out and made into DLC.
Oh, are you...
Yeah.
And not only that, it's a plot-heavy part as well.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It was... somebody data mined it and found a chapter 3 title card in the game, and you know everybody's like asking, where's that chapter 3? It, you know, the game stops suddenly. It's like hitting a brick fucking wall, and it's like, that's it. You know,
Is this the one that was released before Metal Gear Solid? This is a Metal Gear Solid 5.
No, this is the
something,
newest
and
one.
then
No, this is the newest one, Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain.
yeah,
Okay.
and then the thing is, he called Konami support. Yeah, because he was so pissed off, and he was asking him, and the Konami guy actually came out and said that no, nothing was cut. Kojima actually turned it in, and this was Kojima's product that he wanted to release. And as soon as after that, this guy came out and was interpreting the game and said that that's the way Kojima wanted the game released. So
then I can understand why this guy was going full irate, because he bought a game for X amount of dollars, expected a game, but then got whatever the hell that was, just got this. It's like the locked unlockables in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's just like, hey, remember this franchise? Yeah, we were gonna bring it back. We've been hyping this up so much. We brought it back, and yeah, fuck you. There you go. This is what you get.
exactly. And what was it? Which. The episode 51, it would bring close to a certain storyline, but the thing is, it doesn't really fit. It didn't look like it fit at all.
Also, I just did some research, and if I'm not mistaken, the one that I was referring to that was pretty much just like a $59.99 demo was actually Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
And Ground Zeroes was like, if I did my research right, it was about like half an hour, and that was it. And it's just like, hey, you just spent $59.99 on a demo. Go F yourself.
Spoilers, kids blow up.
Yeah. Which that honestly surprised me, dude. I didn't think he would take it that far. Because, like, I played it and I saw a scene, I was like, holy crap. But, especially with the other bomb being in her woo,
Yes! I'm afraid if you want to save this young girl, you're going to have to shove your hand up her vagoo.
Yeah, to me, I was like...
Want to be more a murderer or a pedo? Fuck.
But, like, when I watched the Phantom Pain, and they were like, we're going to have to get it out, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that. And then they do that, and I was like, really?
Oh Jesus! I'm looking at a bit of the screenshots of the scene. Oh God!
Yeah, he even cups his hand and he just shoves it up there, and I'm like, oh, that poor thing. But
I have no morals when it comes to that, though. Like, if it's a freaking game, it doesn't matter. Like, if it's effed up, but it's a part of the, if it's a part of the story and all that, it makes you into the game. It's a, what is it? It's like the Walking Dead kind of thing, where you have these just absolutely gruesome and hard choices you have to make, but the reason that they make them that way is so that you're into the game. Like what was it? Oh, crap. There was that one game that's like the amnesia of this of very much the new Amnesia, pretty much. The one about the robots. Forget what it's called. It was a horror game. I forget the name of it. But anyways, that game had choices. You had the at one point, spoilers, you had the choice to kill the last human alive, or the last human living on her request, or just keep her alive for however long she had.
Oh, you're talking about, damn it. I can't remember. I know what you're talking about now. Samoya or something like that?
What is it called? Hold on. Damn it, I don't know. It was the same creators of Amnesia the Doctor sent.
Yeah. God, I can't remember. But yeah, that was a fucked up. That was a fucked up game.
Soma.
Soma. Dude, that mind fucked me bad.
Yeah, that. See, that's what it was going for, though. And see, if it was just a jump scare game, sorry to call out these games, I love them. I'll always love them. But Amnesia and the Penumbra series, but I think the Penumbra series even had some choices in that game where they were some pretty effed up choices. That was more like a psychological type game. But Amnesia was more of like a kind of psychological, more just jump scares, especially with the modding community.
Spoiler: Glenn's alive.
Dun, 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 dun. But Soma really brought that back, and really brought real new feeling to it. And see that, like I said though, back to Metal Gear Solid. Then I just saw an article that said, "Did Kojima go too far with this Metal Gear Solid?" No, he didn't. The thing is though, is because like I said, you add scenes like this to make people interested. If they're not interested, if you're just playing a game and just killing shit, and there's there's nothing whatsoever, and
if the game doesn't have a vagina bomb, I don't want to play it.
Exactly, 10 out of 10. But like I'm saying though, we all have our own games that are just action games. Just throw on Doom, or example, Doom. You just throw on Doom and just kill shit. But in here, these games, they throw these things at us to make us think. Should I save this woman or should I save the kids, or that kind of thing. They keep us interested into it.
Exactly. What was the other thing I was going to talk about? We got.
I don't know, but anyways, yeah, there was a bunch of different topics. Yeah, I guess I'll go into. Can I go into my topic about horror movies and all that?
Sure.
Okay, so last weekend, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think it was mentioned this before the podcast started, part 2 of the podcast. But last weekend I watched the VHS 2, which was a really really great film, and I really did enjoy it. The thing is though, is about VHS 1 versus VHS 2 versus VHS 1 is that VHS 1 had a very dark, very serious and dark sense to it, but VHS 2 still has a very dark sense to it, but it has a very campy / dark sense to it. You go into this film expecting, extreme amounts of gore, boobs, and just a lot of stuff, and comedy, and it was hilarious and scary at the same time, which is, I think, it was a blend that only the VHS creators could get away with doing. The VHS Viral, which is the third film in the series, which is garbage. It's absolute garbage. They just went full campy garbage with it, and everyone says it is the worst thing to ever come out of VHS. But I think that's one of the things I love about this film, though, is that it has a bit of campiness. I mean, the end, spoilers, it's kind of cheap, it's funny, but the end is where the zombie picks up a camera and then just gives a thumbs up at the camera and then just goes to credits. That's legit the ending. And then you just hear this, rock music playing, and it's just, the end. And it just gives that very humorous / gory vibe to it. It has that sense of humor to it, making fun of the genre. Because they go, on both of these films, they go from every genre. And when I say every genre, the second one goes into demon cults, aliens, oh man, there's some more. There's some more like this one guy with a electronic eye or something like that. Stuff like this, that keeps happening, and I love how they just went through each genre and made their own thing with it. I mean, especially the first one, because the first one did they did a full whatever it is, full whatever it's called, video. They did a whole episode. They held a whole vignette on it, videos. But anyways, I'm sorry, I've gone on way too long.
Dude, I just looked at a screenshot of it and fuck.
Oh god, yeah.
Jesus.
I think we have a 1-up from Vagina Bomb.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That I have to say, I have to talk about that. I wasn't going to talk about it, but now that you brought it up, oh my god. Okay, so Safe Haven is the best out of all of them. Safe Haven is the one that you're seeing here with that woman cut in half. That scene was so disturbing. It is, and safe haven, hands down. Close to the very end, though. Close to the very end, when the reveal happens, which I'm not going to spoil, the reveal is garbage, and the ending is equally as garbage. I feel that, but besides that, the rest of it is disturbing as all hell. And when I say to you guys who haven't seen VHS 1, haven't seen VHS 2 or VHS 1, don't watch trailer at all. Don't look into it at all. Just go into it. Maybe read a synopsis, but don't watch a trailer, because these trailers give out every effing spoiler that ever happens in the films for shock value. But then you're like already shocked because, like, damn it, you just gave away all of the spoilers for the entire film.
Yeah, really. Well, hey guys, I hate to close it, but the podcast is coming to an end.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just went on for a while and just... Oh, God, yeah.
Jeez. Alright, so thank you guys. Thank you, Blake, for coming on. Thank you, Nico, for coming on. Hope maybe sometime soon you both to come back on.
Definitely, I'd love to.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. So thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and I will play us out.